Hi, I'm Chad Colby, and welcome to this special edition of Trackside. We've just completed Day 2 at the 2009 Red Lake I-500. With me are some special guests, Arnie Ratnan Jr., who's the Technical Director here for the USCC, Brian Deardahl, and Corey Grant. Arnie, I'm going to start with you. You've been largely responsible for the course this last week. What's the plan for tomorrow? Kind of give everybody a little bit of the recap for tomorrow.
Tomorrow's loop, we run the same stuff that we run today. We're going to run it just exactly the same as today. I think tomorrow will probably, hopefully, be even more fun than today. It sounds like we'll have some good weather tomorrow, a little more sunny. It's going to be pounded out. It's going to be rough. And I think it kind of gives us a true I-500 winner. I mean, the guy that makes it through tomorrow has been through hell and back.
You know, Arnie, we're sitting here with Brian, who's the course leading after 2 days, and I guess the question that I have that I'm guessing that you might be interested in is, what, if anything, are you going to change tomorrow with issues at the course? I know there were some rocks that came up today that were a problem that took several guys out and did tens of thousands of dollars of damage, and some culverts that were found. What can you tell? It's not a secret. What are your guys doing to make the course as safe as possible for these guys?
Well, starting from with the rock issues, you know, we rarely race in 3 or 4 feet of snow.
Right.
I mean, for us this year has been excellent. I know Brian will remember back in '97, '98. You know, those years we had good snow, but you know, largely the last couple of years we had 1 foot of snow. You know, stuff is going to pop up. You know, we can't find every rock or every stump on the course, and I heard about the rocks on the first leg that popped up, and I guess the guys were hitting them and never even saw them. So
right.
we've marked the guys up and around those rocks.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, we dug a rock out of the ditch in another place that I guess popped up, and there were a couple of culverts that we never knew were there. That, you know, I guess we were running over.
But their course is going to get swept in the morning, and
we sweep the course after the races are through. We run them in the morning. We sent a bunch of different crew guys out at numerous times today with extra flags to mark the bad spots. You know, guys, I guess hope we have it covered.
Right.
You know, there will be something that pops up tomorrow.
Well, I guess I'll ask the guys that run the course today at a really quick pace. You know, Brian, what did you think of the course today?
I thought it was great. A lot of snow. I mean, I was one of the first guys through, so I was breaking trail most of the day, so none of the rocks were there. But I mean, like you say, the rocks popping up. I mean, that's cross-country racing.
Right. Hey, it's better than in the mud and the rain, isn't it?
Exactly.
How'd your machine hold up today?
Good. Sled's in really good shape. Didn't have any trouble today. A little down on RPMs in the deep snow, but other than that,
That's
real good.
Pretty normal, I would say. What about you, Corey? How was your experience today?
Today was good. Today was a lot better than yesterday.
You know, Corey, a lot of guys are talking about it too, and I'd like to give you an opportunity to kind of tell everybody about it. You've got a special, if you would, paint scheme or decal package on your sled at the 500 this year, and by all means, it's very important to a lot of us. Tell everybody about it.
My sled looks exactly like the last one that Blair Morgan raced. I worked for Blair for about 5 years and just learned a lot from that team and from him himself. He's a good friend now. I just thought I'd like to do that for him. You know, that kind of my tribute to the man.
It's the right thing to do.
Well, it's kind of neat. It doesn't look as nice as it did at the start, but it's...
Well, there were a lot of us that took pictures before you started, so we'll make sure to get some of those out before. You bet. You know, guys, Arnie takes care of our technical stuff, and I was out today when both of you guys went through your 1-hour repair session. You in particular, I watched your guys. Your machine looks surprisingly well. I mean, you did the normal stuff. Kind of give a little bit of your, if you would, 5 or 10 things you do to your sled regardless, Brian, just to make sure you know what you got tomorrow. I mean, because a lot of people don't understand what that repair session's all about.
Yeah, during the repair session, my mechanic, he checks the chain case, changes the oil on, checks the chain tension. I usually do the brakes, check the clutches over.
This skid looked real well. I know you were cleaning it and working on it yourself. I was standing there watching it. It looked really well. I mean, other than a few little things, it looked perfect.
I mean, I didn't change nothing but the high facts, and
yeah,
other than that, everything was perfect on the sled. I didn't have any issues.
You know, it's funny, and Arnie, please comment.
Well, I was going to bring up, you know, watching 4 separate repair sessions now and watching the guys go through them. I know both Corey and Brian, they have a checklist. They know what they're checking, and it's clockwork. I mean, they're usually done before the session is done, but they take every minute. They go through everything.
I don't, you know,
like
I think
I said, it's clockwork. They know what they're doing. That kind of shows, you know, why they're always at the front of the pack.
Well, you know, I think it goes, you know, unmistaken. You and I always laugh about it, talk about it after the race, and you thank your family and all your crew guys. But at the end of the day, tomorrow morning when you go out there and you get ready and jump on your snowcat, first of all, you were there. You did have to work yourself. You're running your crew. You're not standing over the fence watching 2 guys work on your sled. You know, you're the same way. And you know, for me, all the years that I've raced, that's how you get comfort in your snowmobile. Yeah. How you build that confidence, guys. You know exactly what you got. You don't have to question it because you did it yourself. I mean,
look at Brian's hands. It looks like he just got done.
Brian did last night. We sat here and did the same thing, and Brian goes, "Oh," and he's holding his hands up because you know the thing is that what, you know, a lot of people don't equate that to performance, but it is, because you don't have to worry about it.
Usually the top guys that are up in front know their sleds pretty good.
Yes.
Know how to work on them. There's a few guys that know how to ride, but don't know how to work on them. But I mean, if you work on your sled enough, you know what to take it easy on, especially like in a long race like this. I mean, you got to take care of your sled. If you spend your whole maintenance period fixing stuff that you wrecked because of a crash,
yeah,
you probably ain't gonna win the race. So.
Yeah. Well, and you know that. You've been around this a long time. You know, Corey, what do you think of tomorrow's course? It's going to be the same one that you ran today. Will you approach it any different than what you did today? Did you change any setups on your machine, or?
I changed a little bit to try to make it turn a little better on that river. I was struggling there, but
suspension-wise, I would guess that the holes tomorrow are going to grow. They're not going to get smaller.
that's good. That's good. And, I've got to just pin it.
Yeah, there you go.
I would say probably going into tomorrow, both of you guys probably have, you know, a slight advantage over a lot of the field. I know Brian likes a rough course. Corey seems to excel on a rougher course, and I kind of gather both of you guys like the ditch running.
Yep.
You know, I think going into tomorrow, you got to double down.
Well, and I know from my experience, I think tomorrow the reality of this race, it only happens once a year, is tomorrow when you leave, Brian, you know that if no one gets by you, you win. Yep. Because tomorrow the top 10 guys will go out on their actual time. And to me, you really never know that. You and I talked about it in Grafton. When you're the first guy out or whatever the case is in the computer draw, it's hard to maintain that pace. It's hard to really know exactly where you are. And tomorrow, well, guess what? You know, as the driver, all the bets are in. You're going to have some guys at the fuel stop that are going to help you. But at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about that. All you do is drive the machine. You know that if you're stretching out that lead, that, okay, maybe I don't really have to go quite that hard. Or if you happen to put it in the rhubarb somewhere and somebody gets by, well, guess what? I got to chase down that snow dust, you know. So, but
hey, Brian, you've raced with Corey Davidson pretty much your entire career. Does that wear on you a little bit, knowing that he's hunting you down tomorrow?
No, not
does it make you feel a little better knowing that you know?
No, I mean,
you can lead him the whole day.
He gained a little time on me today, but like I say, I was out front breaking trail most of the day, and granted they're going to gain time on me. So, but I mean, tomorrow's going to be a different story. He's going to be right behind me, so he's going to have to go through the same stuff that I got to go through. So I ain't too worried about it.
Well, and I think today too, when we started. You know, I think tomorrow the weather's going to be good, and it's going to set up for a decent day. You know, temperatures are going to be a little favorable, not quite as snowy blizzard. We had wind gusts today. I was checking at the airport over 30 mile an hour. I mean, literally, you weren't out 5 minutes, and it kicked up another 10 mile an hour. But anyway, listen, guys, I know you got a busy day tomorrow. Thanks for spending some time with us, and we'll definitely be speaking with you tomorrow. Anyway, thanks, guys. Good luck, guys. Good luck.